Hey everybody, how's everybody doing today? My name is Joey Lilly and I'm the host of Barbecue Riot. Hey everybody, welcome back to Barbecue Riot. I want to thank you all for tuning in today, watching my video. I'd like to take a few minutes and tell you a little bit about me, the purpose of making the video. I am making a YouTube channel. The channel is, we will be covering smoking meats, barbecuing, grilling, cooking, all of that. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started in this. First, I would like to tell you who I am. My name is Joey Lilly. I was born and raised in southern West Virginia. I've lived here virtually all of my life. There was quite a few years when I did leave West Virginia and I came back, and there were two things that I saw when I came back. One, the state just absolutely loves the Mountaineers. Whether the team's having a great season, a bad season, the team just loves the West Virginia Mountaineers. The second thing was, man, there is some awesome food and there are some awesome cooks in the state of West Virginia. It's just, it's mind-blowing. It really is. Some of the best food comes from West Virginia. It's just down-home, good country cooking. I have become a fan of smoking meats probably in the past 2 years, probably. One thing that I really haven't been able to figure out is why there aren't more barbecue places here. The city where I live, we have about 16,500 people, and our county has about 74,000 people. And with all of those people here, as far as I'm able to find, there is only one barbecue chain. Just not a barbecue chain, but one barbecue place to go eat. Yeah, I think there are places that do offer some barbecued foods, but not an actual barbecue joint. The chain that is here at one point had two stores. One of them didn't last very long. I think it lasted about a year. So I've always found it kind of weird that, you know, such great food and such great people come from here, but yet there's really not barbecue places here. I have found that like just smoking and barbecuing is totally awesome. It's relaxing. The food is tremendous. The way I got into smoking is kind of the way I got into cooking, but yet it's kind of not the same. There was something that piqued my curiosity, so to speak. The way I got into cooking was more out of necessity, so to speak, though. Growing up, and I guess this started happening probably around the age of 10 or 12. My dad really wasn't home very much. He owned his own business, and Mom worked with him, so they were very seldom home. And there are 5 of us children, so my older brother raised us for a few years, and he did a really good job with us. However, if you wanted to eat and you wanted to eat well, don't go to that guy, because that guy cannot boil water. If you asked him to fix a bowl of cereal, he would end up ruining it somehow, okay? His claim to fame, he claims, okay, that he makes the world's best broccoli casserole. But yet no one in the family has ever seen it. None of us have ever tried it. We can't quite figure this broccoli casserole thing out. So, like I say, I was probably 10 or 12, and like I say, if you really wanted something good to eat, you couldn't go to that guy, okay? You just couldn't. You had to do it yourself. And I was getting tired of eating cereal, sandwiches, things of that nature. So I was like, man, I'm hungry. I'm just going to go cook something. And that's the thing with cooking I really like, is there's virtually no rules whatsoever. If you like want to make sauces, things of that nature, there's a little bit of rules, but other than that, man, cooking is just have at it. One thing I found with cooking, if you put too much of something in it, or you don't like the flavor of something, just add something on the other end. Okay, just throw stuff in there to make it good. Okay, baking, I kind of like to bake. I don't bake a whole lot because baking has rules. Okay, you have ratios, formulas. You got to have a certain heat. You got to do this. You got to do that. And like I say, growing up cooking, dude, I just got stuff out of the fridge, out of the cabinet. I just threw it together. You will find in these videos also that I don't necessarily use a certain amount of anything. People watch me cook and they taste my food and they're like, man, this is like really, really good. Can I have the recipe? And I'm like, well, I can tell you what's in it. So I tell them what's in it, and then they want to know, well, how much of this do you put in? I was like, dude, I have no idea how much of any of this stuff I ever put any of it. I just grab it and just throw it in it. Whatever looks good is there. I like to tell people I can cook the same dish 5 times and it's going to taste different 5 times. Okay. Only recently have I begun to really start measuring stuff. But in a whole lot of the videos that I will be putting on this channel is things that are not measured. Okay, if there are things that are measured, my tech guy will put it up here, or he will put a link down here. Okay, so smoking, how I got into smoking, I was intrigued. There was a lot of talk, about smoking. So, there's the guy at the store that you talk to, the guy at work, the guy at the baseball game, whatever. Talking about, he smokes this, he smokes this. Then you hear this person talk about smoking and all this kind of stuff. And I was like, I really don't know anything about it, but it sounds cool. So one day I decided, hey, you know what? I'm just going to try it. Okay, so I go to the YouTube, search up some videos. And the very first thing I ever smoked was a boneless picnic. Okay, so I smoked it on a gas grill. If anyone has ever smoked anything on a gas grill, you will quickly learn that's not the best way to smoke anything. A gas grill has way too many holes in it. Okay, it's got holes for the racks and things that are coming out. Where the hinges are, there are this large holes. So whenever you open the grill, obviously there's a huge hole when you open the grill, but where it hinges on the back are large holes. And so you will have your heat escape, you'll have your smoke escape. So a lot of your flavor is leaving. But also what it does with these large holes is it doesn't keep the pressure in the cooking chamber. And when you have these larger cuts of meat, what you really need is pressure. You need the pressure of the smoke being constant that's going to penetrate the meat. Okay, so it took forever to smoke. It wasn't very large. It probably took anywhere from 10 to 12 hours. It actually tasted good. It did not have a very heavy smoke taste. But I really liked it. And it wasn't long after that, at work, there was a silent auction for a propane smoker. Well, I happened to win it. So brought it home and smoked a few things on it. Food's really, really good. However, once again, I didn't really get that good smoke flavor. So it wasn't anything I wanted to give up on. I still wanted to do it, but I was lacking that good smoke flavor. So I bought a kettle grill. And I remember the first thing I smoked on it was a pork shoulder. And I was finished with it, shredded it and all that kind of stuff. And I was eating it, and there was one particular bite I took that was full of smoke. I finally tasted what I was after. It was a good, deep, rich smoke flavor. And I tasted that, and I was hooked. Just because you're cooking something or you're smoking something, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get a good smoke flavor. And that's what I was after, was a smoke flavor. Not everything that you're going to smoke on gives you a good, deep, rich smoke flavor. So, we're going to be doing a lot on this show. I have a different arsenal of smokers. I have an electric smoker. I have a kettle grill. I've got a griddle. I've got a pellet smoker, and I also have a offset charcoal smoker, not an offset stick burner. That's something I would really like to have, because that's what gives you the deepest, richest, fullest smoke, is a stick burner, a offset smoker. I would ultimately like to have one of those, but so that's basically how I got into cooking, and then cooking transformed over to smoking and barbecue. But I have a really good time with it. It's relaxing, it's enjoyable, the food is great, you have friends over, you have family over. It's a really good time. You will also see on this show, as we get into episodes, that there is a difference in grilling and there's a difference in smoking. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this, for letting me to come to you this morning and, you know, just kind of open up something to you. I will tell you, okay, you are guaranteed to see some really good food. Really good food. I have a blast with it. The food is great. I've got some ideas that I would like to do, some things I want to incorporate into the channel. And one of the big reasons why I was wanting to have this channel was the fact that I'm intrigued that, you know, there are a lot of people in this area that barbecue, that do smoke meats, but there doesn't seem to be, you know, much talk about it, other than if you're talking to someone just one-on-one. And I was wanting to have kind of like a forum for people to come to and share ideas, thoughts, recipes. If you watch one of my videos and you're like, hey, I kind of like what this guy's doing, give it a try. If you see something that, you know, you would try differently than how I do it, that's fine also. If you see me how I will set up a smoker, you know, and you like it, do it. If you don't like it, don't do it. If you see a different way to do it, leave a comment. Okay, this is for all of us to get together and have a really good time, and to share and to learn. Okay, I've been in this for two years. By no means am I a pro. Okay, by no means. I don't know all the tips and tricks and all that kind of thing. Okay, I don't. You know, there's guys and gals that's been in this for umpteen years, you know, from Texas and everything, and, you know, I'm sure they learn on every single cook also. So, with that being said, I want to thank you. Thank you very much for taking a time out of your day to watch. And so I want you to hit the like button. I want you to smash the subscribe bell. So when you smash the subscribe bell, it'll come to your device that we have uploaded a brand new video. I want you to check it out. I want you to watch it all. I want you to share it. I want you to share it with your friends and family. Let's get excited here in southern West Virginia about some smoking and some barbecued meats. So once again, thank you. Go Mountaineers! Thank you for tuning in to Barbecue Riot. Also, be sure to check us out on Facebook at Barbecue Riot. The link, it's in the description. Wherever the description is. Somewhere down here or up there, the description. Check us out on Facebook. Giddy up.